And if you want to help support this tournament, you can go to Matcherino, exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat, and you can use code NAVLA58 to add $1 for free. Or you can go one step further. Massive shout out to Lord Loken in the chat. Lord Loken, he always supports our tournaments whenever he can. Thank you so much, Lord Loken. He has boosted the prize pool by 35 USD. Thank you so much, Lord Loken. With that, I believe the prize pool is now it is now $85, 85 USD. Damn. Thank you so much for the support, the organizers, the casters, and the players. We all appreciate it. Thank you so much as we are diving into our next series. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the Peruvian Zerg player, the best player in all of Peru, representing the CranKy Ducklings. It is Ryu. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the best player in all Brazil. The Blue Zerg, representing the CranKy Ducklings as well, as this is a team kill. It is Erik. Get your ducks in the chat. Oh, as I'm reminded to update the Twitch title. There we go. There we go. And we'll see how we go here as Ryu goes for a more standard hatch gas pool opening. Meanwhile, Erik going for a hatch pool delayed gas. Interesting choice here for Erik to go gasless. I'm worried for him. I'm like, yo, what's the plan here? Going gasless in ZvZ is terrifying. Your link speed is delayed. Your banelings are delayed. To be fair, I feel like Erik is playing the player right now. What I mean by that, Ryu is a very standard player. He can be very passive as well. And Erik, with this greed, could get away with it. Like, I don't know if like his late gas is necessarily going to be punished here. As you know, the gas is on the way, and Ryu is only mining from his own gas, like 2 at a time. Like, link speed is on the way though, to be fair. And once link speed does kick in, like Ryu, he's gonna have map control. If he realizes, hey, like your link speed is so much later than mine, I can just hold down that Z key, make nothing but lings, and just overwhelm my opponents. Oh boy. And we'll see if if Ryu has that killer instinct. He is going for that third base, but there are lings here to deny that. Oof. Nicely done by Erik. He is able to delay the third base and also have eyes on it as well. Erik now knows that the third base is on the way for Ryu, as he's being as annoying as possible. CranKy Ducklings, when Twitch verified, no quality options. I think we get that if we get partnered. Fun fact, the CranKy Ducklings here on this Twitch channel, we are not partnered. We are still only affiliates. So without partner, we can't. We have limited options, unfortunately. One day. I apologize, Trigger. I apologize. Meanwhile, Ryu is sending some lings across the map. Erik, with his later speed, he's skipping banelings, going straight into roaches. The roach warren is done. Roaches are on the way. Lings are about to show up, but they're going to be met by those roaches. Oh. Ryu not opting to dive in. The roach warren has been revealed. And Ryu forced to throw down his own roach warren a little bit later compared to Erik's. And Erik, he's just sending it across the map. He's just going. Oh no. Ryu, he knows the situation he's in. He's throwing down a spine. Mate, you need more than one spine. You need a lot more than that if you want to hold on and survive this game, as the roaches are flooding across the map. I say flooding, they're waddling. You know, they're quite slow. But they're on the way. And it looks like they may waste some time at the third base, which is a good thing for Ryu. Ryu, mate, you got to give up that third. There goes another spine. 2 spines, a little bit late. Lings are coming in. Could go for a bit of a wraparound, but the rest of the roaches show up. Ooh, Ryu, it looks like he wants to try and hold on to this third base. He has 4 queens. He has a lot of lanes. He can wrap around the army. And it looks like he will good surround the queens. They get distracted by an overlord though. We need every single queen here to defend. Spine does get repositioned once again. Erik, he's trying to focus on that hatchery. But now he is trapped. All the lings have gone down. It's only roaches here. And can Erik overwhelm? It looks like the lings are just too much here, and Ryu will hold on to his third base. Only losing lings. My god. Trading so efficiently there. Only lings lost there by Ryu. He holds onto his third. Doesn't lose any queens. Now he's in a beautiful position. Meanwhile, Erik, he's trying to transition, but you know what? His lair is later. His +1 range is later as well. His third base is later. Everything is just later for Erik. The one advantage that he had were the faster roaches, and they did nothing for him. Meanwhile, Ryu, he's a little bit indecisive. Should I get the third? Should I go for the roaches? In the end, he goes for the roaches. Forces a couple of morphs into Ravagers, but he does get the queen. Oh. Nice snipe there by Erik. He does take down an overlord, but again, he has a lot of catching up to do. A drone count as well. He is a little bit lower as Erik makes a massive wave of lings. Oh my god. So far, he has been on point with his snipes, and what's important is that if all these overlords go down, Ryu's not going to really know when Erik moves out. Oh, as the overlord just barely stays alive, but here we go, the Roach Ravagers going across the map. Erik, he's flooding with lings. He's just making nothing but lings at the moment. I feel like Ryu, he's a little bit aware of this. He does still have those 2 spines from earlier. He can use them defensively now. But will he have enough to defend? He's making whatever roaches he can. He has those queens from earlier. He does have enough energy for transfuse, but there's just so much army here from Erik. As Erik is ahead in that army supply. Not just army supply, but he also has the Ravagers. The Ravagers, they immediately bile down the spine, but the spine survives somehow, some way with that transfuse. Oh my god, that spine putting in a lot of work. And those lings from Erik, they were busy chasing the lings of Ryu. There was a lot of army supply there that just wasn't being used by Erik, and once again, Erik is forced away, forced to drone up. And Ryu, once again, he defends. What I'm a little bit concerned about, I love that Cloud Reconstitution is on the way, but where are the other upgrades? Like, he was the first player to begin and finish +1, but where is +2? It's on the way for Erik. It's not on the way for Ryu. Oh my god, meanwhile an Overseer gets picked off as well. Erik's so on point with his snipes. And finally, +2 begins for Ryu, but quite a bit later compared to Erik. Meanwhile, Erik is moving out across the map. He does get spotted by Ryu, but yo, the roaches get distracted for a moment. And here we go with these Ravagers. It looks like the spine will finally go down. More biles are raining down upon the army of Ryu. Ryu was able to avoid the majority of them, but he needs more roaches here. He's starting to lose the battle. Oh my god, the hatchery! Oh my god, it's so close to going down, and the hatchery does get picked off. Meanwhile, at the same time, we had some drop lords in the main base of Erik. Ryu is looking to try and counterattack, but it looks like he's being met by reinforcements. He's trying to focus on the queen, and it looks like he will get the queen. With that, no more injects in the main base, but Ryu will be cleaned up. He's going for another counterattack. He needs to make something happen here because he lost his third hatchery. He does get every single Ravager, and that definitely does mean something. He actually splits off. He's trying to go for another drop into the main base. He forces Erik to split up his army, but Erik just has so many roaches. He is able to push away the main army of Ryu. Meanwhile, there are plenty of roaches here chasing the overlords of Ryu as well in the main base. Ryu, he just can't find a way in. He rotates around, he's trying to hit the third base of Erik. It's low from earlier, but unfortunately Ryu doesn't have any Ravagers. He cannot push up into the main base. Oh my god, losing a lot of roaches here. Meanwhile, roaches do get dropped into the main of Erik, but again, Erik, he's just on point with his defense. He has plenty here to defend. And Ryu, his way out, other than trying to retake that third base, is going for a Spire. Very risky move by Ryu. We'll see if he can pull it off. There's very limited anti-air for Erik. Oh my god, drones are actually being focused down here at the third. Not just drones, but the queen as well. Oh my god, the Overlord! It's being chased down by the queen. Oh god, oh god, one more. The queen doesn't get there in time. Meanwhile, we have another roach counterattack here by Erik, but there's plenty here at home to defend. And the Spire is about to finish up. So maybe Ryu can make something happen, but oh my god, the counter drop harass in the main base of Ryu. Erik, he takes down 3 queens immediately. Does force Ryu to respond, and Erik, he scouts the Spire. He knows, and immediately he throws down the Hydra Den. Ay. Ryu with the Hail Mary play, it didn't pay off. Also, Ryu knows that he got scouted. Will he commit to the mutas? The mutas can shut down these drop lords, to be fair. They can take out all the overlords on the map as well. You can still find a lot of value here with these mutas. At the same time, roaches are coming out here from Erik. Another drop at the third base of Erik. Oh my god, the queen, not again! Oh god, how many queens have gone down this game? As 5 queens from Erik have gone down. Meanwhile, 4 queens of Ryu have gone down as well. You don't want to be a queen. Not in this fight. Not in game 1. But Ryu has been able to buy enough time to retake his third base. He's taking a 4th as well, and it is going to finish up. On top of that, mutas are finally coming out, and with these mutas, he will be able to shut down all of these overlords and gain map control. I'm a little bit concerned though, because we see a commitment to mutas, 6 more on the way, and +1 flyer attack. I don't know if this is the best move, especially because Hydras are coming out from Erik. That is my biggest worry here. Meanwhile, Erik trying to sneak a couple of roaches out on the top right-hand side of the map. It's so difficult to avoid all these mutas and these overlords, but so far, Erik, he's kind of doing it. Meanwhile, mutas, oh my god, they're going to finally encounter the Hydras here. Oh my god, don't fight. Oh my god, he dives on top of one of the Hydras, gets 1, but at the cost of a muta. I think? Or 2 mutas even, oh my god. As now the Hydras are taking out all these overlords again. This roach Hydra push is going to be massive. But Ryu is going to try and keep this at home. Again, I love how active he's being with these mutalists. Another queen goes down at the third base. The poor queens. But again, all these mutas are doing are just buying time, keeping the Hydras busy, keeping them chasing as much as they can. Ryu, he's setting up at home. We have another spine going down, a bunch of spines here, and a lurker den, as he went for his own Hydra den earlier. Oh my god, catching a bunch of reinforcements here as well. 2 more Hydras go down. Ryu, oh my god, so elegant with this muta micro. Just finding so much value with this. Oh my god. Forces Erik to go all the way back home. And again, this is supply that eventually Ryu wants to get rid of. Eventually Ryu wants to lose these mutas. Not needlessly though, not like this. Oh my god, not like this at all. But eventually he wants to trade out these mutas for the lurkers. Oh my god. As more rallying Hydras go down, overlords go down as well. He goes back into the natural base. Erik, he's had enough. He's just sending he's realized how much time he's wasted. He wants to go across the map desperately. But now we have a roach run by once again. The mutas are forced, sorry, the Hydras are forced back. Oh my god. Ryu, the new Muta King here. Okay, what's important is that now Erik, he's just had enough. He's had enough. He's just going across the map with his entire army. F2A move, let's go. Lurker Den is done. Where are the lurkers, man? Where are the lurkers, Ryu? Hydras are on the way. 2 lurkers are being morphed in now. But they need to be done already, as Erik, he's looking to try and push up into the main base. Hydras are coming in. They are distracting the Hydras as best they can. As the mutas came in, I apologize. Oh my god, but there's just so much here from Erik. Erik, he is breaking through the defenses of Ryu. Where are the lurkers? The lurker goes down. Both lurkers go down. They didn't have a chance to borrow. And Ryu, he needed those lurkers. He was spending so much resources teching up in that direction. Now he's forced to make roaches. He loses every single one of his mutas. There's just too much here on the ground for Erik. Ryu, he just wasn't ready for the attack. He was hoping, praying to keep Erik at home a little bit longer to get those lurkers up, but he just couldn't do it. GG gets called, and Erik takes game 1. Wow, GG. Like, Ryu's muta control was great. He was doing so much with them. He was picking up Hydras, he was picking up Ravagers, drones, Overlords, keeping the army busy. It was great. And he was taking up. He did have that lurker den, but he didn't have any he didn't have any Hydras ready. He had 2 Hydras. That's it. That's why we only saw 2 lurkers. He needed more. He just wasn't ready for the transition. Seemed like the attack happened a little bit too quickly for Ryu, and he was caught with his pants down. Oh my. And with that, Erik takes game 1. With a pretty intense back and forth, to be fair. Ryu put up a very good fight there. There's definitely a world where Ryu would have taken that series. Or taken that game, I should say. Don't want to get ahead of myself. Oh. As after this series, I'm gonna boil some water. My throat is a little bit strained. Just a little bit. As we are getting into game number 2 of this best of 3 series, and spawning in the top right hand corner, we have our Peruvian Zerg player. He is red, representing the CranKy Ducklings. It is Ryu. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player currently up 1-0 in this best of 3 series. It is Erik. As we are here in the battle of the ducks, no longer the battle of the Americas, mate. Oh god, stop the duck on duck violence. As these 2 CranKy Ducklings are facing off here. Again, game 1 could have gone either way. Both players were looking on point. Erik, with his aggression though, like that did really stand out for him there in game 1, and he was able to take the game. Like, it was really devastating when Ryu lost his 3rd hatchery, if you recall. That's why it's so impressive that Ryu was able to make that comeback happen. But in the end, it wasn't enough. Meanwhile, thank you so much, Soundo, for resubscribing 9 months in a row. Happy anniversary, Captain Duck. Thank you, Soundo. Anniversary? For a moment, I thought you meant I thought it was your anniversary, but it's not 12 months yet. I don't know whose anniversary it is, but thank you, Soundo. Quack. Quacks in the chat. As we are getting into the ZvZ, so far nothing out of the ordinary, no early pools or anything like that. Erik once again going for a little bit of a later gas, so Ryu will have the advantage with Link speed, much faster link speed here. But again, Ryu isn't. Oh my god, I love this. I was about to go into a bit of a monologue that I went into in game 1, where Ryu isn't a very aggressive player typically. Like, he doesn't typically go for all-ins. But in ZvZ, Ryu, he gets down and dirty. He is the street fighter, and he is going for a very fast Bailey Nest. I love this. He has realized, hey, Erik, if you're being this greedy with your gas, if you're delaying it this much, let's just go. Let's just Ling Bane you. Let's just go all in. And what are you going to have to defend, Erik? What are you going to have? Is what I want to know. As Ryu, he's trying to take a third base here. Erik, this is very reminiscent of game 1. You know, Erik is trying to delay it. Everything looks normal. Everything looks pretty standard. And I want Ryu to make a wave of Lings. Ooh, he's actually going for an Evo chamber behind this. I imagine for +1 melee, what I'm worried about is that this will hit later. This isn't like an early Ling Bane rush. This is a setup for a Ling flood later on. If he goes for +1 melee, oh, when the Ling does not get a scout. Erik, he saw the Bailey Nest. He didn't see the Evo chamber. And that Evo chamber has been done for a while. And Carapace? Huh. I'm thinking. So Carapace is a more of a middle of the road upgrade. It helps with Lings and with Roaches later on. Obviously it helps in Ling Bane Wars, but Ryu knows that it's Roaches. It's not Ling Bane. Erik, he's just making a wave of Lings. He's just sending it across the map. Once again, just like last time, he's just going as soon as the Roaches are ready. Will Ryu have enough to defend? He does have a spine on the way. Only one though. He's morphing in a couple of Banelings. If the Banelings get juicy connections, maybe Ryu can defend. Oh my god, but this is terrifying. Here we go. 18 Lings are on the way. Are they going to be in time though? That's the big question here. As the Roaches of Erik are showing up, he does want to 9-month anniversary rip. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh my god. Okay, the Banelings, they don't go off needlessly on the lanes, but it looks like the third base will go down. Aye. And Ryu just did not have enough to defend. He's going for a counterattack though, which I do love. This third base of Erik is so vulnerable. It's so exposed. But Erik, he is not done with his Roaches. He's looking to dive into that natural base. There's the spine, and there are no Ravagers. So maybe Ryu can hold on here. Oh my god, this spine will go down, but the Lings, they get a surround on all these Roaches. It looks like all these Roaches will go down at the same time. That was a kill, not a cancel on the third base of Erik. But the wall is still a wall here. Ryu is going to have a hard time breaking through into the natural. And we may get into some Muta Wars as both players are going for their lairs, and there we go, +1 melee is on the way. So Ryu is going to be looking to go into mutas as fast as possible. He's going to be looking to take the rest of his gases later on as well, as he's taking his gases at his natural. Meanwhile, Erik is committing more to the Roaches. +1 range is on the way. He's sending more Lings across the map. They are spotted, but there are also Roaches here. Yo, this is the dangerous thing about going into fast mutas like this, is that Ryu, like, he doesn't really have too much here to defend. Oh, but Erik doesn't commit. He pulls back. Oh my god. Well, there we go. Spire's on the way. Very lucky for Ryu here. Like, when you go for 2-base Muta like this, like, there's a period where you don't have too much to defend. That's why you need spines. That's why you need queens. And Ryu was able to survive that. Oh my god. But Erik? This is great. He's reading this so well. Going straight into a Hydra Den. Oh, this third base is not going to go up. As the third base does get cancelled once again. But there are Lings here to try and do the same to the third base of Ryu. There they go, as they do show up. We do have a couple of Banelings to try and deny this, but there are just so many Lings here. Oh my god, how good's the micro going to be? Banelings go off. Oh my god, and they buy enough time for the rest of the Lings to show up, and Ryu will just barely hold on to his third. As the Spire does finish up and Ryu does have enough for 6, soon to be 7 mutas to come out here, which is great, but we already have 6 Hydras on the way. That's what I'm worried about. And the thing is that these aren't just Hydras, they're going to be well upgraded Hydras. +1 range is already done, +1 carapace, and +2 ranges on the way. Like, this is going to be devastating for Erik. Meanwhile, roaches are across the map and they're looking to snipe the third base, and this third base is low from earlier, and it looks like 1 or 2 volleys is all it takes to take it down. Things are coming in here though, and the mutas do show themselves. It looks like Ryu could get, is he gonna hold on to it? Oh, Erik, the focus fire! The focus fire! Can he get it? Oh my god, he does! The third goes down. I thought Ryu had enough. I thought he had enough to hold on to it, but apparently he did not. Aye. And now here come the mutas. Problem is, again, Hydras are already out. They're going across the map. They're going to reveal themselves. Meanwhile, do we have spores? We do have spores on the way. They aren't done yet, but the mutas, they're going to try and catch some of these reinforcements. Lings do get into the main base. Ooh, could get a queen, but oh, there are roaches to defend. And I just don't think that Ryu has enough to defend against the Roach Hydra. There are Banelings, to be fair. Like, these Banelings need the best connections. They need to get past the roaches. They need to get on top of the Hydras. Baneling speed is done. Can he do it? Here we go as the Banelings are rolling on in. The splits are pretty good. And it looks like they may just be good enough. There's only 4 Hydras remaining. Definitely enough for these mutas to pick off. And there we go. Every single Hydra goes down, and now the mutas can clean up all of these roaches. Ooh, Erik's so on point with that bathing speed, but the problem is that what's important for Ryu right now is larva. When you're going Ling Bane muta like this, like, larva matters so much. Oh my god, you can't lose mutas like this. No, not like this. As 3 mutas go down. Like, again, mutas give you map control, but the only way you win these engagements are with Banelings. And to get Banelings, you need Lings, and to get Lings, you need larva. The third base finally goes up here, so he does have access to that larva. He's morphing in as many Banelings as he can. Erik trying to do a lot with very little here. I don't know if he should be pushing out with this army. I feel like maybe he should be reinforcing a little bit more, but he wants to try and end the game. Oh my god, but there are so many Banelings. I don't know if I don't think there's enough here. Here we go. Ling Bane is rushing on forward. But there's no creep. He doesn't push out. Here we go. Once again, he's trying to get on top of the Hydras, and it looks like the Banelings will get on top of said Hydras. All the Hydras are going to go down once again. And then the mutas will reign supreme here, and Erik is running out of steam. I say that, but regardless, Erik, with these roaches, he kills every single queen, but it's not enough. GG gets called, and we are going to our ace match. Wow. GG, well played. I didn't think that it would go this far. Things are looking really rough there for Ryu. Like, he was losing a lot of mutas there due to those Hydras. But I was talking a lot about the larva. At the same time, Erik, he was working off of 2 bases. He didn't really have a lot there available to him. It was enough Ling Bane. I'm also, I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I saw Erik taking I'm watching the replay right now. Erik was going for he was going for an infestation pit. He was investing into, I imagine, infestors. But he never got to them. So in the end, that was a lot of resources wasted in that infestation pit. Here we go. We're getting ready for the ace match. And as we get ready and as that countdown timer does begin, I'm going to BRB for a moment and get some water boiling. I'm back. I plan to make some tea soon. Alright, and spawning in the top right hand corner of Oxide LE as we are getting into the ace match between these two players, between these two CranKy Ducklings. We have the Peruvian Zerg player. He is red. He is Ryu, the Street Fighter himself. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg. He is blue, representing the CranKy Ducklings. Get some quacks in the chat. We have Erik. And yes, only one duck can win. Only one. And it could be either one. This is what I was saying. I would go as far as to say that Erik is the more well-rounded player. He's the higher rated player out of the two. But in a ZvZ, it is really close. I would say it's really close between these two guys. I would probably go as far as to say Erik probably has the better ZVT. But there's no, you know what? There's no Terrans left other than Skylar in that lower bracket, so that doesn't really come into play here. It's all about this one matchup. It's all about Zerg versus Zerg, Duck versus Duck. Oh boy, and how is this going to turn out here? Who will be moving on to face Trigger in the upper bracket finals? Shout out to Trigger, by the way. He's a Canadian Protoss and he is in the chat. He's actually watching, waiting, spying on his opponent. Again, much love to Trigger, an up-and-coming player in the North American scene. He did so well in the latest season of DreamHack. Didn't make it, you know, into that top 4 or anything like that, but he had a very, very good showing, making it to the playoff brackets. Oh. And we'll see who meets him, as once again Ryu is going for a hidden Baneling nest behind the mineral line. Oh my god. Okay, so Ryu looking to be very aggressive here in the ace match. Once again, he's looking to at least appear to take this third base. He will take it. Again, he can use that for larva, not necessarily for drones. Meanwhile, Erik going for a much faster third base as well. Oh my god. He's looking to flood some links across the map, but again, this is just to, for now anyway, just to apply pressure and maybe even deny this third base. But because because Ryu has the Roach Warren, oh my god, I'm falling apart, has the Baneling nest, he can morph in Banelings to defend that third base. I expect to see them soon. Yep, there we go. Banelings are being morphed in, but they're being morphed in across the map. Ooh, oh my god. So this is gonna be weird. So Erik, he's going across the map to try and deny the third base of Ryu. At the same time, Ryu is trying to deny the third base of Erik. And we'll see who comes out on top. We'll see which third base goes down. Oh my god, there's a lot of links here for Erik. And unfortunately, those Banelings, they have to come all the way back home. As they were across the map, they were not where they needed to be. The Banelings are here though. As he's looking for those connections, he is zoning out the army quite well for now. One of the Banelings does get picked off, but there's still 3 more, and they are enough here to defend and to keep Ryu's third base alive. And as soon as he cleans this up, the third base of Erik is going to be under threat. And there we go. Ryu is immediately going across the map. He wants to focus down that hatchery as best he can. He's going to be morphing in a couple of Banelings as well to help cover him. Meanwhile, we have Roaches on the way, and Erik is actually trying to wall off. Oh my god, but the Baneling nest, it doesn't go down. The Lings do flood in, but oh, there are just barely not enough Lings to get on top of those roaches. Meanwhile, instead, he wants that third base. And it looks like with this, the third base should go down. Honestly, there aren't that many roaches either. With only 4 roaches, they can totally be surrounded here. He has to be so careful. Instead, Erik does send them across the map, but there are Lings here at home to defend. Oh my god, he's trying to find some damage, maybe pick off a drone here or there, but Erik just doesn't have enough. What Erik does have are roaches. And the decision to send these roaches across the map, he doesn't want to do it. I don't blame him. There are just so many Lings here for Ryu. Like, if these roaches are caught in the middle of the map, they can just get surrounded. They can go down for free, essentially. Ryu, he wants those roaches desperately. He's trying to get on top of them. Oh, and he will get 1 for his troubles. Not even 1. So Ravager is morphed in. Meanwhile, these Lings, they actually were able to avoid the Banelings. They do try to get in. Oh my god! The Lings are all gonna go down. The Baneling does find a connection here. And now Erik is stuck on 2 bases. He was not able to keep his third base alive. And he is going straight into that lair. He has all 4 gases. Now it's Erik's turn to go mutas. Let's go. As there we go, the Spire is thrown down. And this is very risky going 2-base muta like this. To be fair, now it's Erik's turn. How is Ryu going to respond here? He only just now starts his lair. His lair is so late compared to his opponent. Is he also going to attempt to go mutas, or is it his turn to go Hydras? +1 range is on the way, and that will help out Hydras if that's what he goes for. But again, that Hydrogen is going to be so late just because of how late the lair is. The other option is to try and bust through the natural and end the game before the Spire finishes. But the problem with all of what I'm saying is that Ryu doesn't know about the Spire. He doesn't know about the early lair. He sees the wall, he sees an Evo Chamber upgrading, but that's all he sees. He could deduce that because the Roach Warren isn't upgrading, then like it's not a commitment to roaches. That could be a tell if he reads into that. We do see Pneumatized Carapace on the way though. Like, Ryu wants to scout, he wants to get into the main. He still has no idea about the Spire. The lair has finished up, but so far he hasn't really done anything with it, and the mutas are already on the way. I'm worried that Ryu is not really doing much at all with that lair right now, and he's being punished for it. Finally, the Overseer gets into the main base. He sees the Spire. He knows spores are being thrown down. Oh my god, meanwhile, Erik, he dives on top of the third base. He's trying to focus it down with his Lings. Can he get it? Oh my god, it's so close, and just barely with the last hit, he does not get the third base. 20 HP. It was so close to going down. Please, transfuse the hatchery. He tries. He only has energy for 1. Oh my god, and the hatchery goes down to the mutas. No. That was the biggest advantage that Ryu had. That third base, and the third base went down. And what's the answer here? Ryu, he's going for an infestation pit. I guess he wants to go into infestors, maybe straight into hive for vipers. But where's the anti-air? Like, get Aspire yourself for corruptors, or go into mutas, or get some hydras. Like, what's the plan here for Ryu? Can't just be infestors. I mean, I guess it could be, but it's so difficult to pull that off. Meanwhile, hello Zergling Claws attack in the chat. What tournament is this? This is Battle of the Americas. North America versus Latin America. That's typically what this tournament's all about. Meanwhile, oh my god, the mutas, they come back in. They want to force a denial on this third base once again. And we have our answer. Ryu was not looking to go into infestors. He is going straight into hive. He wants vipers. Oh boy. Meanwhile, mutas are trying to fight their way back in. There's only a lone spore here. This is the spore will be focused down. But the queens are able to meet up. Oh god. Meanwhile, there was an attempted Ling run by to the third base, but it was thwarted by the Roaches and Lings of Ryu. And we do finally have that Hydrogen. It is a little bit late, I will admit, but it is there. It is on the way. For that Hydra Lurker Viper. It's a much slower response to what Erik has, but it is a response. The Hydras and the Vipers help deal with the Mutas, and the Lurkers deal with the Ling Bane. So we don't see a repeat, and it's going to be difficult for that Ling Bane to get on top of the Hydralisks. It's going to take a while, but Ryu, he's focusing on turtling up. That's why we see so many spores. That's why we see a massive commitment into the queens as well. Meanwhile, what I'm worried about is that right now, Erik has full map control. He's not taking advantage of it. In this scenario, finally, fourth base could have been thrown down a little bit sooner. There's no threat to your bases at all if you're Erik, so you can take advantage of that. You can expand faster, you can tech up and be a little bit more greedy. Meanwhile, Mutas are coming in. Ooh, almost take out a queen, and they will take out one of the queens. Second, oh my god, a third. Jesus Christ, a lot of value gotten with these Mutas, even a couple of Overlords here or there. And right now he has nothing to be worried about. Again, because of the delayed Hydrogen, because there are no Hydras right now, it's only queens trying to chase these down. Still no Hydras in production. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, 3 Hydras are on the way, but the Den is gonna go down. Oh god, thankfully with the help of the transfuses, the Den is kept alive. But for how long? Erik could rotate down towards it. Oh god, the queens! There's only 3 queens left. Jesus, these transfuses are so clutch. Ay, ay, ay. But they're not clutch enough, mate, as 3 more queens go down. And I'll say it. No, the Hydras! No, the Vipers! The Vipers get taken out! They do get 1 parasitic bomb off, but that's not going to be worth losing 2 Vipers! Oh my god. Ryu, please! We do have more Vipers on the way. What's important? Erik, he just lost all of his Mutas. He doesn't care, mate. I mean, I'm done with the Mutas. They did their job. They killed queens. They forced this response. They forced this tech. And now Erik is going full on Roach Ravager. Now you may say, hold on, there are Lurkers. So Ryu's okay, right? Kind of true. There's no Lurker range. Because of that, they can be biled down. These Ravagers, they are looking to bile down those Lurkers. Adaptive Talents isn't done either, so it's going to take a long time for the Lurkers to reposition as well and try and dodge those biles. So it's going to be a micro dance here. Erik, can he bile down the Lurkers? Can those Lurkers avoid the biles? No, they don't avoid them. 2 Lurkers go down immediately. Aye, aye, aye. Ryu, please. GG gets called. And Erik takes the series 2-1. GG. Well played. Congratulations, Erik. My condolences to Ryu. Like, Ryu, he fought hard there in that series. He forced the ace match. Was a little bit greedy there in game 3 is what I will say. But it is a bit of a shame. Again, I wanted both players to advance on, but there could be only one. And in the end, that one is Erik. Congratulations. He moves on to the next round. He moves on to face the Canadian Protoss, Trigger.